Welcome to the Discover Universal podcast. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle. And watch your step on the moving walkway because we're taking you park to park to prepare you for your next visit. Let's Discover Universal.
Welcome to the Discover Universal podcast. I'm Kari, and life is so much better with a soundtrack.
I can fix this one. That was really good.
David, what's up?
I'm trying to pick my song.
Did you pick one?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Then we are ready to experience Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit here at Universal Studios, Florida. Today we're going to deep dive. Let's talk about what this coaster is. Let's talk about what the cool ways are to experience it. And then you will get to listen to David and I really enjoy this thing.
Oh, yeah. So without further ado, let's hit it. Asta!
So, David, this is the coaster that when you are approaching the resort,
Oh, yes.
even from the outside, even from Universal City Walk, it rises above the...
Even from the interstate, you can see this thing.
Yes. This is a tall coaster.
It's lit up. It's flashing lights.
Amazing.
It's great. Okay.
So let's talk some fast facts. So how tall is this coaster?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Kari.
Yes.
The very first lift, which is the tallest point of this coaster, is 167 feet tall.
Yikes.
That's why you can see it all over the place.
Exactly.
Yeah. It even takes like over 15 seconds to climb this lift.
Yeah.
Going straight up, 90 degrees.
15 seconds.
Looking at the sky.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It feels like to me, like an hour.
It does.
There's a lot going on. Okay. How fast does this coaster go?
It's a top speed of 65 miles an hour.
All right.
During which you might experience up to 4.18 Gs. That's times the force of gravity.
That's a lot of G's.
It is a lot of Gs. And then, of course, one of the iconic moments, the non-inverting loop.
What's that?
It's a very important point. So the first big loop after you go down the first hill, it kind of twists you around, but you're never fully upside down. So they call it a non-inverting loop. And that part is 136 feet high. So
It's
a nice
also
big
tall
crowning moment.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Let's talk about how tall do you have to be to ride this ride?
Okay. So height requirements, you have to be a minimum of 51 inches or taller to ride.
Okay.
Okay. There's actually a maximum height requirement on this one, too.
Oh.
So if you are taller than 79 inches, you're going to have to hold other people's stuff. You can't ride.
That's right.
Sorry, guys.
Talk to me about locker, load-in instructions. What happens right before I get on the ride vehicle?
Lockers, very much required.
Very much.
Yeah, so this is one of our roller coasters where you're going to have to take everything out of your pockets, no loose articles, but lockers are provided while you ride at no extra cost, so that's very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then Express Pass is available. Single rider is sometimes available. Child swap is available. They got all that good stuff.
All right. Let's talk about something we experienced today.
Yes.
Right after you get off the ride, how can I document my experience?
Well, they document it for you.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
We got a pretty good one.
They take the infamous ride photo.
Mm-hmm.
We just wrote it, and my heart's still pumping.
Yeah.
It's an adrenaline rush. Kari made the most funny face. We'll get on it later when we talk about our ride.
Okay.
But yes, we have a wonderful photo to document the experience.
Yes.
If you're a camera hound, it's right after the loop and then the thing, and then it's like the second drop.
Okay.
It's when you're going through like the New York facades, the cameras are on the left. So you're going to want to, like I do, give it a nice little cheesy smile.
You're always very good at finding the ride camera.
Absolutely.
Nice work.
You got to look good.
Yeah, you absolutely
and
do.
Extra special for this ride. So the theme of the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit is that it's a music video. You're filming a music video.
Yeah.
You're playing music. There's the whole film crew and the Q video that's playing for you. And you are the star of the music video. And so
sometimes you can even purchase your own music video after you ride.
Very cool.
a ride video. Check that one out.
That is unique.
It is very unique.
Love to hear it. All right. Any other fast facts we should know about?
I mean, that is the unique part, right? Have we talked about the music, the soundtrack? You noticed?
Let's talk about
that's the differentiator,
the
right?
unique perk feature.
Yes.
You get to choose your own music.
That's right.
So you can kind of DJ your own ride experience. So when you get on the ride, as soon as that lap bar comes across, there's like a little screen in front of you. It's a touch screen. And you get to choose your song that you want to listen to. If you're a fan of pop music, they got pop songs. If you're a fan of classic rock, metal, electronica, country. What else we got?
Rap and hip hop.
Rap and hip hop. So they have a ton of options, and hopefully you will find something that you'll love to listen to, that you can rock out to.
You can pick the vibe of your ride.
Yeah.
That's
very
pretty cool.
And that maximizes re-rideability.
Ooh.
Now, for our maybe eagle-eyed fans out there, or there's Easter eggs, of course. There is a secret.
Are we ready to talk about the secret?
There's a secret.
We're going to talk about the secret this early?
I think we should.
Michelle says, don't talk about the secret.
We can't talk about it?
We'll talk about it later.
Yet. Don't talk about the secret yet.
We'll do it when she's out of the room.
Okay, good idea.
Okay, we'll do it later in the episode. We'll talk about the secret.
For now, we will throw it over to the ride experience, and then we will be back to tell you about the secret.
What's up, guys? We're reporting live from Universal's Music Plaza, here outside of the legendary Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit.
Okay, David.
Kari.
We are here at the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. We are standing under what I would call the first hill.
Sure.
First drop, maybe.
The climb.
The climb. How you feeling about riding this adventure?
I love it. I love Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit.
You do?
I enjoy it very much.
All right.
That first lift is the most fun. It's very intimidating if you're walking up. The tension is definitely building.
Definitely.
It makes a lot of clickety-clack sounds while you're going up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this like.
Are you less of a? Are you a little nervous?
I'd say
Anxiety?
yeah. Especially because the first
The lift. Yeah. 90 degrees.
Yes. You can't see much but
Straight
blue
up.
sky.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's blue sky.
It kind of reminds me of a rocket.
It looks.
It's like you're rocket launching.
It does. Yes.
Straight up.
We love the pun
the
because
sky.
it's like rocket launch, but like rocked it, like rocket out,
Rock out.
Because we can pick our own soundtrack on this
That's
one.
true.
I know. What do you listen to? What's your song of
I
choice?
feel it in the moment.
You change it every
I
time.
do not pre-choose.
Okay.
I just sit there
You let the song choose you.
And I let the experience choose me.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We'll see where we go today. Plus the cue helps too. They play all the songs and they're like, this is what's coming up. And I'm like, oh, that sounds good. What maneuver am I looking forward to the most? Asked producer Michelle.
What maneuver are you looking forward to the most, David?
Gosh. My favorite part is the crowd surfer. You actually go right under it when you enter the ride. But it's this bank turn that goes right over the queue. I love that you can see the entire roller coaster track basically from here. You watch it tip over. You almost see their faces as they're screaming on the first drop.
Yeah.
The non-inverted loop, going over there into the treble clef. I mean, it's awesome.
This is a really cool spot, actually, for our listeners. If you want to hang out in the Universal's Music Plaza, you can
for
watch.
non-riders, right?
Yeah, like David said, you can watch really most of the ride track. It's a little obscured over there. There's some big buildings.
Part where it dips into City Walk a little bit.
Yeah. But it's definitely exposed. It's out there.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, check out this big coaster.
Yeah.
Come do it. It's calling to us, David. Shall we?
Let's answer the call.
Let's Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit! Okay.
Thank you. Was that actual audio of us rushing by on the car and screaming? I think that was. We got a thumbs up. That was actual audio from the ground as our car went by the queue, recorded by the wonderful Art. Thank you very much for that. Kari, I learned something today.
What did you learn? What'd you learn?
I thought you were more of like a coaster head than you are.
Yeah, I think I like talk a big game, and then Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit happens, and then I am less of a coaster head, I guess.
I had a blast.
That's not fair. I love Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit.
Your face.
There's a lot of maneuvers and
It's
twisting
true.
and turning.
It's very true.
And
It's rocking and ripping.
it is. It really
and
is.
riding.
It's doing the whole thing. I also learned something.
Yes.
That I should use more hairspray.
Oh my gosh, your hair was sideways. It was so funny.
Oh boy. It's that moment where you pull back into the ride station and the other riders who are getting ready to get on the vehicle can see the ride you just took.
Yeah.
They can see the physical evidence of the ride you just took. I got some wild stares coming back into that ride station. That was impressive. Like I said before, it's intense.
You go really up high, you twist around, you do all sorts of stuff.
Yes. It's that first
I was dying
that
laughing.
first 15-second 90-degree lift. Yes.
The climb to the clouds.
The climb to the top. And then you kind of inch over that hill and you're like, are we gonna get up? Yeah. That was great.
I always see if I can see my car when I'm up there.
You check out the parking
I
garage.
do. I'm like, that's where I park.
There it is.
There it is.
I love it. It is a
Hey,
great
that's
view.
where I work. Hey, that's where they
I will say it is a great view at the
Yeah.
top of that
It's
that
an
hill.
incredible view for a few seconds.
Yeah, definitely.
Before you come back down.
And extra points, I guess, to us because when you're sitting in the front row, which we did, you're completely unobstructed.
Oh, you're free as a bird up there.
There's no one. And we should mention that the cars are set up, it's just 2 people across.
Yes.
So you and one friend or
2 by 6
Okay.
in the entire coaster train.
Yeah.
For one vehicle.
you and your companion,
Pick
your
your best
riding
friend to sit
companion.
next to.
It was good.
Or the funniest person to look at while you're riding.
You chose wisely. We had a great time.
What song did you pick? Which genre at least?
I picked some classic rock.
Classic rock. So
Yeah,
did I.
yeah.
I had like an 80s like hair metal song going.
Love it.
And I was into it.
You were
I don't
rocking.
think I'd ever played that one before.
Yeah. I'd
It
love
was
to go
fun.
back. There were a couple of the others on the other list that I was like, oh man, that would be so cool. I should try that one.
You don't have a ton of time to pick your song. So you sit
yeah.
down, they strap you in, they put the lap bar down, click it in place,
Yeah.
right? And then like you said, that little screen's there. And you basically have until right before you hit the lift because the thing never stops moving, right?
Correct.
No pressure. I think that's why in the queue they like show you the songs that are available. They talk about the
So you
whole
can
process.
maybe be decisive before you get there.
Mentally prepare.
Smart.
Unless you're like me and you just go, I'm just gonna feel it.
Yeah,
When I sit down, the song will speak to me. And today it did.
it did.
And it was great.
Well, you know what? My favorite part, like I said before, was coming back to the ride station and nailed that. So I feel great. And then we got to check out our photo, which was really fun.
Should we talk through the ride itself? Like all the maneuvers have names and stuff.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
So we went down the drop, and then we did the non-inverted loop, which was fun.
Yep.
And then, can I take a detour?
Sure.
Can I talk about like why this is one of my favorite roller coasters?
Absolutely.
It's when you're at a concert in the Universal Music Plaza,
yeah.
and the roller coaster's right behind the Music Plaza stage.
Oh, it's beautiful.
and it is like the perfect like theme park moment picture.
Yeah. Yep.
There have been moments during our various concerts throughout the year where I'm just like standing there in the Music Plaza and like whatever band's playing on the stage and there's like lights everywhere. And then you like look up and the perfect backdrop is a Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit.
Yeah.
And like the cars themselves have like lights on it and the tower, the lift has lights on it. And I have those moments where I'm like, this is awesome.
I also have that moment. It's gorgeous. It's
so
really
cool.
beautiful.
It's
yeah.
just those moments. It's like, wow, life is good.
Wow.
This is a cool moment.
This is really cool. This is a
cool
really
moment.
great setting.
Anyway, back to the roller coaster.
Okay. I love it.
So that was a little moment of zen right there.
We did promise our listeners a secret.
Are we already at the secret?
I think we're at this. That's okay.
Michelle is saying no secret. Michelle is saying hold on to the secret.
I want to tell the secret.
Hold the secret.
David, I want to tell the secret.
Hold the secret. Okay. Some of our listeners may have already guessed what the secret is. And
Yeah,
for them,
but
you're in on the secret.
there's some people that don't know, and I want to tell them.
And we will tell them
Oh, fine.
when Michelle lets us. Back to the coaster.
Got it.
Okay.
I will be honest. I truly don't know what the ride does because I just sit there and I just experience it.
Your eyes were closed the whole time?
No, they were open.
Okay.
But there's a lot of up and a lot of down, a lot of left, a lot of right,
Yeah.
a lot of high, a lot of low. So I don't
Kari
really.
famously rode this roller coaster. You can see her in one of the Universal Orlando commercials. She is on there, and your ponytail's like, it like goes from one side to the other in
Yes, it
midair as the
does.
loop. It's a very cool shot. But this is very funny to me because I've never connected these ideas.
Yeah.
That like I know you're in that clip from
Yeah.
the commercial.
Yep.
And how many times in a row did you get to ride it for that?
7.
Oh, that must have been fun
Oh,
for you.
yeah. Oh, good. Again,
So we
a
just
lot
sort
of highs, a lot of lows.
We just rode it once today.
We did.
Okay, so we did down the big hill. It's a pretty big hill.
What happens after the non-inverted loop?
Non-inverted loop. Okay. Then you go back up, and then it has a little break zone, and then you go back down again. And this is where you go through the facade of like the New York street.
This is the camera.
Yes, this is
Okay.
where the camera is. So
Okay.
you go like right through the building, and then look to your left. Jeez. And then you come out it, and then you go around, and then because this is a really cool thing with the roller coaster is like as you're walking down this main strip, like when you first come in Universal Studios Florida, you can see the roller coaster like to your left the whole way down.
Oh, yeah.
It like comes in and out of the scenery and everything. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
It's definitely integrated to like a lot of the buildings
Yeah.
there. Rising above, going through.
Going around. It does this really cool maneuver where it goes up and then it does like a really sharp like left turn. And you almost feel like you're kind of like drifting around the turn. And then it starts its way back. You do a little up down, and then it goes around. So this is where it like dips over the queue.
Okay, right,
and
right,
that's
right, right.
like when you first like come through the entrance to get on the ride.
Yeah.
Their track goes right above you, and it's like really over like banked.
Yeah.
And it's like almost like you're spilling out over the queue, and I like that part because I always like to like be like, hey, what's up down there?
I'm on my side.
It is cool. And then that's where it goes out to the front of the park and even out into Universal City Walk.
Is this the moment where you go really low, like almost there's like a dip?
You go underground.
Yeah,
they
not like a tunnel, but
they carve out like a little channel into the ground.
Right, and there's like grass on the sides.
Yeah, I mean that's a really fun part because it does like a couple loops out there, in a couple spins out there at Universal City Walk, and that's really cool because like people walking right by, they can see it. It's cool.
It's super cool.
I don't know. I think that part's fun.
And then
there's one last little dip.
Yeah, you're heading back to the loading station area.
Yeah.
Is this the crowd surfer moment?
No, that already happened.
Oh, okay.
That was when.
I'm surfing the crowd the whole time. Me personally,
that's when you come in the ride and it goes over the queue.
No, my personal music video is I'm choosing to crowd surf the entire time.
You're crowd surfing the whole time.
The whole time.
You're that lady at a party.
This feels to me like a long experience.
That's all relative. I don't know. I feel like it's over in a blur. I mean, you're going fast.
That's fair.
It is like physically very long.
Yeah.
Like I feel like some coasters are kind of wrapped up in like one small area.
Do you have the length of the track?
I can get it.
Okay. Holding for research.
I researched it. I am getting an overall track length of about 3,800 feet.
Whoa.
Did that help?
Definitely.
Do you know how long that is in your brain?
Not a clue. It's not quite a mile.
I had to remember to spell it rocket, R-O-C-K-I-T.
See, that's
not like a space rocket, which ironically enough launched today
while we were
recording.
An appropriate recording date,
guys. Just
for Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit.
Life, just everything's coming together.
It's great. Okay, so less than a mile track, but it feels so long. It feels to me there's so many elements.
I think it's because, like you said, it is stretched out like across the whole one side of the park.
Now, I have heard that all of these elements and maneuvers have specific names.
They do.
Okay.
They do. Going back to the whole music video concert theme.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. So in the pre-show, like all the characters, they're all part of the music video crew.
Yeah.
They all have names too.
Awesome. I think we should play a little game with our listeners about what the names of the maneuvers are on this coaster.
I have the names.
Okay.
I know you don't know the names.
I don't know the
names. So I will quiz you.
I barely know what the experience is.
How about I quiz you and I will try to get you to name these things.
Okay.
Given hints. You are a musician.
Yes.
You know music stuff.
Okay, yeah,
You play concerts.
Yeah.
I think you will know these words in context. I'll try to give you clues.
Guitar.
Okay.
Did I?
That is not one of the names.
Okay.
Kari, are you ready?
Yes.
This game is called the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Know it?
I love this game already.
I just made up that name. Right?
That was good.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous about this.
So these are all, as we said, they're all like music. They're all music-related words.
Singing.
Some of them, some
Guitar.
of them are music. Here's the thing. You know music really well. I don't know music very well.
You got this.
So I'm going to try to describe these things.
Okay.
Okay. So the very first maneuver is when you're going 90 degrees straight up.
Mm-hmm. Hill. Oh, no, that's not music. Music hill. I don't know.
I was just kidding. This one doesn't have a music name.
Oh, okay.
It's just the lift.
Oh, okay.
But after the lift, we go down the first hill and then we go into our first maneuver.
Okay.
Which is our non-inverting loop.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think this is really a music term. It's when you see something and you like look at it real quick and then you're not sure what you saw and so you got to look again.
A ghost.
No. You might have this reaction if you see a ghost out of the corner of your eye.
Screaming.
No. Back. Okay.
Oh.
It's a thing. I'm like describing. Okay.
A noun.
You're like, I'm going to do it
Is
physically.
this a person, place, or thing?
This is a noun.
Okay, got it.
It's a noun.
Got it.
2 words.
Record.
No.
Oh.
Not a musical word.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is when you say it. You'll know it in a music term. Okay. It's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to.
Double take.
Yes.
Is that it?
I did it physically.
That was great.
I had already described it.
Okay. It's called the double take is the non-inverted loop.
That's a double take.
Love that.
That's not really a music term, is it?
Maybe
in a music video, we're doing 2 takes.
Okay.
I think it's named that because it's like, there's like 2 twists because to not go upside down, you twist to go up and then you twist on the way back down so you never actually go fully inverted.
Okay. All right.
And when you look at it, you have to take a double take because you're like, is that inverted?
What
No, it's not inverted.
All right.
All right, now we're into our next
I'm
maneuver.
ready.
Now we're back to music term. Okay, so this is, okay, after you go through the building and you take the picture, there's that maneuver where it's that sharp turn to the left and it's that kind of drift turn around the corner. Okay, this is a musical
Note.
a different one. So it's I think it's at the beginning when you're writing music. It's at the beginning of the line of music.
Oh,
do you hear
clef.
how much I know about music?
A clef.
It is a clef. It's a specific
Treble
clef.
clef.
It's a treble clef.
Is it really?
Points for Kari.
That's neat.
Now describe to me, what is a treble clef?
Okay, treble clef has like a if you're drawing one, it kind of has a straightaway.
Yeah.
And then you turn to the right, and then you come back around, and then you circle.
It's like a cursive J.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the maneuver because you kind of go up the top and go shoop.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
What does a treble clef do in music? What does
It tells you what what clef you're in. There's usually a treble clef and a bass clef, and there's different depending on what that clef is. There's different where the notes fall in the staff mean different things. It's a whole language.
I thought I was going to learn something there, and I learned nothing.
Okay, that's right.
Moving on.
Okay.
You can explain a treble clef to me later.
I got you.
So we've just done the treble clef.
Okay.
Okay. So the ride kind of goes down and it jumps back up like into another break zone.
Okay.
And when you go up the little lift here, you get that kind of like negative, like you kind of go up in your seat, like,
oh, yeah.
Up in your stomach. Okay.
Mosh pit.
No. Okay. Good idea though.
Okay.
So this is like a music video term.
Okay.
Okay. It's when you have like one clip and then you go to another completely different clip, like
jump cut.
That's exactly right.
Is that it?
That's exactly the word.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm so surprised.
Next, this is my favorite part. You might already know this one. This is the overbanked turn above the queue. This is right when you're coming into the entrance of the ride, right over the queue. It turns way over and you almost feel like you could, like make eye contact with somebody in the queue. It's your favorite thing to do at a concert.
The crowd surfer.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Crowd surfer.
I love that they call it that.
It's
because
fun.
like you said, it's over the queue line, so you're seeing other guests
You're
and
over the
you're
crowd.
feeling like, you're the star of the
You're on
moment.
top of the crowd.
I love it.
I always look up at people at that too, because you can see some wild faces at that part
Neat.
when you're in the queue. Okay.
Good suggestion.
Ooh, here's the next part. So now we're getting into the part that's in the front near Universal City Walk.
Mm-hmm.
This is that underground chasm moment that we talked about, where it kind of dips into the cutout.
Grass.
This is
Bunker.
I don't actually know what this means in music, so you're going to teach me again, like treble
boy.
clef. So it's it's what you do with your guitar at the start to like make sure it sounds good.
Tune it.
Yes, okay. And then the first word, so there's two words. That's the second word. The first word is what you the track's doing. You're going down really fast.
Drop tune.
That's exactly right.
For real? Yeah. I swear, you guys, I am guessing these. Drop tune is what it's called?
Drop tuning.
Drop tuning.
What is drop tuning?
So your instrument is usually tuned in a specific way. Each instrument is tuned, but when you drop tune it, you can change the tuning. Is like for a guitar, you can change the tuning of all 6 strings to drop it a little bit, and then you play it a little bit differently to make it easier if it's in a weird key or something. I don't know what that has to do with the roller coaster, but that's what drop tuning is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it is. What are you dropping?
You're dropping the pitch.
Dropping the pitch.
So if you're like, we're tuning in E, and then you maybe want to tune it in D, then everything's a little bit lower than when you did
That
it
was
in E.
cool. That was cool.
That's probably not E and D, but
Okay.
just as an example.
Anyone with perfect pitch listening to this is going,
That's not a D. Oh, well.
Okay, here we go. So now we're back to like a movie making music video term. Okay. So these are the kind of spinning loops at the end.
Okay.
That, right out there by the fence at Universal City Walk. So I think it does it goes like once or twice around.
Wow.
This is like when you think the movie's going one way and then suddenly something happens.
Cliffhanger.
And it's like, dun,
No.
no, that's like the end. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
When it's like, dun, dun, dun.
The twist.
Yes. But what's the full name? 2 words.
The
When it turns
twist.
out the villain was the villain all along.
Scary twist.
Oh, it's another word for like the story of a movie.
Plot twist.
Boom. Gotcha.
Plot twist.
Gotcha.
All right.
So that's the loop
nice.
towards the end.
Nice.
And then one last maneuver.
I'm ready.
So we have some high-speed ground turns and then one last little jump at the end as you're going back into the load station, that little whoop back at the end. Okay. This is the part of the song that they keep coming back to, that everybody knows the words to this
The
part of the
chorus.
song. The chorus.
The chorus.
Yeah.
That's the ending?
That's the ending.
That's poetic.
That's the end of the ride.
My friends, listen. Like we could have just made Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit with like turn 1, loop 3. Could have, but we didn't because our creative, amazing geniuses have given you a fully themed maneuver list.
Yeah.
That's a really big deal.
Of various song and or music video terms.
Very thoughtful. I love that little cherry on the top. I feel good.
Okay.
I feel good.
I think we've covered it.
We have.
Is it time for
It's time. It's time. We can tell him the secret.
the secret?
David,
The secret?
tell him the secret.
Do
Tell
we
him.
have to like unlock a secret box with
No,
the secret?
this is just, it's in our heads.
Guys,
Do it.
I can't do it. You want to do it?
Let's
Want
do
to tell
it.
the secret?
Let's do it. There is a secret song list.
What?
Yeah. Now, I guess I'm not the one to tell about the secret because I never actually have access to
You've
secret song
never
list.
done the secret playlist.
I don't know
I do it all the
how.
time.
I don't know how. Tell
All
me.
right,
Tell
I'm
me
gonna
how.
teach you. So, okay. So when you get on the ride, when you first sit down, they put the lap bar down, click it into place. You have the little screen in front of you. There's kind of a time crunch here, so you got to get on it.
Okay.
So on the list, there's boom, 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 all the different categories. At the very top of the screen, there's a little circular logo. It's the Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit ride logo at the top of the screen. You press that logo and hold it for, I think it's like about 10 seconds.
Whoa.
I always like count a little extra just to make sure I didn't miss it. Because like basically you don't really have enough time. If you miss it, you don't really have
miss
enough
it.
time to go.
Yeah.
So I go 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. I usually count a few extra seconds. Then when you release it, you should hear a little song and it goes like that. That was not a recording. That was my voice.
I like
my
that.
interpretation of the sound.
Yes.
And then a little keypad pops up. And you can type in 3-digit numbers that will correspond to these extra songs on the secret playlist.
What?
And there are a bunch of them. I will say not every 3-digit number has a song. There does exist lists of these secret playlist songs on the internet. I'm going to leave that up to you guys to kind of figure that out. I will say they change from time to time. They may add things from time to time. So this is kind of like an unofficial thing. It's like officially unofficial. We will acknowledge the secret playlist, but we will go no further than that.
The rest is up to you.
The rest
you have
is
to
up
do
to
your
you.
own research.
Yes.
Listen, take your ride seriously, everyone. Check out the secret playlist.
But there's some really fun stuff on there.
Yeah, you got to figure out your 3-digit code because you're going to have it memorized.
They even did a special track for Halloween Horror Nights this year. That
Really?
Got added on. That's all I'm going to say about that.
The secret's even cooler than I thought.
Yeah.
That's neat.
It's kind of unique. Sometimes I will do it and I won't even look at the list and I'll just punch in random 3-digit numbers until I find
what comes
something
out.
and see what comes out.
Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice.
But yeah, it's a fun little extra way to ride the ride.
I am confident in saying there is no other roller coaster at Universal Orlando Resort that you can choose your own playlist.
That is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So take advantage of this awesome perk. And every ride can be different if you so choose.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Oh, what a ride.
What a ride.
I think it's time for a recap.
Okay.
I think you wrote the recap. It go fast, much songs, lots of scream.
The end.
Done.
Take 5. Take 3. Take 3 rewind. We're finished.
Okay, we'll do the real in music video fashion. We'll do a real take 5 rewind.
Number 1, there are some fast facts. The height requirement, you have to be at least 51 inches or taller, but you cannot exceed 79 inches on the ride. So hopefully you fall within that height range. Express Pass is available. Single rider is available sometimes. Child Swap is available as well. Lockers are required. So you must remove all the items from your pockets. You will be going through a metal detector. Good thing is those lockers are free while you ride. Make sure to keep that ticket you used to open the lockers. That way you can reopen it afterwards.
Number 2, of course, what makes Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit so unique is that awesome music video story. And you get to pick your own music. You get to pick your own music for your own music video.
Yep.
Fun fact, if you don't pick in time, it will pick for you. And maybe that could be fun. It'd be like a surprise.
And of course, don't forget that awesome picture and video souvenir that is sometimes available for purchase at the end of the ride.
All sorts of music genres to choose from. You can pick some classic rock or metal, pop and disco, country, rap, hip hop, and of course that club electronica if you want that on your ride.
Number 3, as I learned, there are several different maneuvers that this coaster takes, and they do have some specific names, which are cool. We got that double take. That's our non-inverting loop. The treble clef. It's shaped like that famous music symbol that David learned so much about.
I definitely know what it means.
You totally get it. There's the jump cut. It's that side-to-side spiraling negative gravity area. There's the crowd surfer. You bank over the queue. You get to see some of your fellow guests. Drop tuning. It's that underground chasm. The plot twist. It's an inclined loop. And at the end, you come right back to the chorus, that high-speed ground turn, and one last jump before you get back to the loading area.
Number 4, remember those fun facts, guys? It's been around since August of 2009. 167 feet tall, that first lift. It's like an icon. It's definitely the tallest point at Universal Studios Florida. You can see it from all over the resort and even outside of the resort. And my favorite part, the lift. Kari's probably least favorite part, that 15 to 16 seconds where you're going straight up to the sky. And then experiencing those awesome 4.18 Gs while you're rocking at a top speed of 65 miles per hour. It's a rocket.
You got it.
It's a Rip Ride Rocket.
Now, we do have some VIP tips for you. This is number 5. Listen, if you're going to get on this and you do want to get a specific song, make that choice quick because you don't have a lot of time, like David said, before you get to that lift. So like we said, maybe pre-plan which song you're going to choose. If single rider is available on busy days, it's a great idea to use it. It may cut your wait time. The ride camera is on the left near the New York facade when you're going through that, so keep that in mind. Take a quick look to the left. The lockers are free during your ride, or you can give any of your loose articles to a non-rider. They can hold your stuff. They can hang out at the Universal Music Plaza. Bonus points if they take some rad ride pics of you. Sometimes Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit is open during early park admission. So if you are staying at one of our hotels or if you have a qualifying annual pass, you can take advantage of that. Check the official Universal Orlando app for wait times. My personal VIP tips, I would say do the ride at night because when it gets dark, those lights turn on.
Very cool.
It is like a bump in concert experience. And the secret. There's a secret playlist. So check that out. Maybe find your favorite 3-digit code and memorize that. So the next time you get on Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, you can have an extra special experience.
I just thought of an extra VIP tip.
What?
What if you're riding with a friend, maybe a loved one, you pick each other's songs?
Aww.
Well, that was my idea. We hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Come check out Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. It's a great ride. Thank you to everybody. Thank you, Kari.
Thank you, David.
I'm picking your song next time.
Okay.
Thank you to our executive producer, Michelle, our amazing engineer, Art. Thank you all for listening. Let us know what's your favorite song to vibe to when you're on the ride.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even one of those secret songs. We'll catch you next time. Hasta!
To learn more about Universal Parks and Resorts, head to our show notes for links to our Discover Universal blog for a more in-depth look around our destination. While you're there, sign up to receive emails that will include articles, videos, and this podcast delivered right to your inbox to prepare for your next vacation. If you liked what you heard, leave us a review and don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.